What's up guys, in this video I'll be giving a quick overview of destructible meshes and ways you can use them within Unreal Engine. Please note I'm using engine version 4.22, so any other engine version may respond slightly differently. Just a heads up that I'll be going over the 3 ways I personally use destructibles. I believe these are the best ways to use them, but to any professional destructible mesh users out there, please don't slate me too hard if you know of other methods that are more effective. Hope you enjoyed the video and I hope it helps you out. The first thing we need to do is enable a plugin. Go to Edit, Plugins, search Apex Destructible and enable it. With the plugin enabled, you can then right click on any static mesh and click Create Destructible Mesh. When the pop-up opens, click Fracture and that's your destructible mesh created. In terms of settings, most are pretty self-explanatory. The primary ones you want to look at are cell site count, which determines how many pieces your mesh will be split into, damage threshold, which is basically the health of an object, and enable impact damage, which determines if a physical collision can destroy your mesh or not. With enable impact damage turned on, anything with a physical collision can fracture a mesh. This setting is useful for scenery objects, which don't affect gameplay but are more for visual effect. Destroying destructible meshes with things like bombs, use something called radial force. First, get yourself a bomb mesh and turn it into a blueprint. Then add a radial force. Uncheck auto activate. Add an impulse strength and a force strength of how powerful you want the bomb to be. Add a destructible damage greater than the damage threshold set on the destructible mesh. Set simulate physics to true. Add a delay and then a fire impulse node coming off the radial force. You now have a Zelda bomb to blow things up with. Note that the radial force explosion destroys destructible meshes with and without impact damage checked. If you want a mesh to be destroyed by a specific actor and nothing else, you can use something called apply damage. First create a blueprint and add a static mesh to it. Then enable simulate physics and generate hit events. This is the actor that will destroy the destructible mesh. Go back to the content browser and create another blueprint. This time add your destructible mesh. If when you add your destructible mesh it appears invisible, delete the mesh, select it in the content browser and add it again. Under collision, turn on generate hit events. Go onto the event graph and create a new variable. Under variable type, type in the name of the blueprint we made a moment ago. In my case I called it rock. Then enable instance editable. Click on your destructible in the component section and create an on component hit node. Pull off the hit and break this result. Pull in the blueprint variable we made, pull off the variable and create an equal boolean. Then attach the other side of the equal boolean to the actor slot on the component hit node. Then connect the equal boolean to a branch. Pull in your destructible and create an apply damage node coming off it. Put a damage amount greater than the damage threshold set on the destructible. Turn impulse strength to how much you want the mesh to explode by. Then connect impact point to both hit location and impulse direction. Pull your blueprints into the level. From your destructible blueprint, click the eyedropper on the variable we made, then click on the destroying actor. This method of destroying destructibles can be used anytime you want a specific object to destroy a destructible. Remember that the apply damage node can be used anytime you want a mesh to survive physical collision but break at a given time. So guys, that's it. Just remember, enable impact damage for objects you don't care about breaking, radial force for destroying destructibles via explosions, and apply damage for when you want a destructible to be destroyed using an event. If you want to see more tutorial videos like this, please drop a like and subscribe. Apologies if I went a bit too quick, but I was trying to get most of the info down in under 3 minutes. Let me know in the comments if you'd rather me slow it down, or if you're happy with the speed I went at. One other thing on a side note, I've just opened up a Patreon where you can follow me for a monthly payment. Any followers will have direct messaging contact with me, where they can request certain video tutorials or can ask me questions around Unreal Engine or personal projects. They will also have access to any tutorial work I do in the future, meaning they can skip the tutorial and download the good stuff straight away. I'm currently working on some pretty big projects at the moment, so I won't have much downloadable content, but I definitely suggest popping a subscribe if you need help with the project and have a few questions. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.